Yo, what is up? You are looking at the Simgot EM6L. This is a one dynamic driver for balanced armature hybrid IEM. Now, this is my first foray into reviewing IEMs, so forgive me if I'm not like a professional IEM reviewer, but these are my thoughts, and I'm going to be as straightforward and truthful, I suppose, as I can about these IEMs. These were sent out to me, so I'm really grateful for receiving them from Simgot. So this is exactly a hybrid driver because it literally means it has two different types of drivers in it. It's got 5 drivers to be exact. One 8mm dynamic driver and 4 balanced armature drivers. It's a 110 to 120 IEM in the budget-friendly space, and for a 5 driver IEM hybrid, this is pretty amazing. Of course, the dynamic driver handles the low frequencies, and the 2 sets of balanced armature drivers here, they handle the mids and the highs. So in my opinion, the balance of these drivers are going to be very important if they want to get the desired frequency response. Blending these 5 drivers, that's my opinion. Now, I've had these Simgots for nearly a month now, so I got to really test them out and really put them through their paces before I write up something about it. So I hope you enjoy what my opinions are about it. For example, the build quality and design, it's really it really looks classy. It's black plastic or resin at the back or inside, and then on the outside, the stylish logos. You can see 2 different logos here on the left and right. It's printed on a metal or maybe aluminum cover or faceplate. So this is like a 2-piece construction, as you can see. Although you wouldn't know this at first glance, in my opinion, they should have left the faceplate or the metal part looking metal, or maybe a different color, or have it brushed aluminum or something, instead of painting it to match the black color to match the inner shell. The cable itself, it's translucent, and you can see the inner cables, and they are silver and black. Even the cover of the connector pins, they're transparent. And this gives the overall look like very premium looking, in my opinion. But the only trouble is, because it's high gloss black, you really need to wipe it down every time you touch it if you're picky about fingerprints and stuff like that. You have to keep it wiped down all the time so that it stays shiny. It's a real a fingerprint magnet, in my opinion. But yeah, the seal into my ear is excellent, but as with all IEMs, your experience might be different to mine. I did feel the angle of the tube, or I don't know what you call this, the audio tube. I feel like the angle of that tube is rubbing in my ear canal. It's rubbing the top part of my ear, causing it to be a little bit sore over long periods. If I'm using it for like a movie, I do get that little bit rubbing sensation, which I don't really like. But I think the shape is universally acceptable and friendly to most users, as I don't see a lot of other people complaining about this. I'm using the large tip that's included, just for reference. I'm gonna pull it out for you guys to see if I can. Yeah, so it doesn't have any ridges on the tube, and so you can just easily push them in. I can see that, you know, over long usage, maybe if you use it for like 6 months or whatever, maybe the silicone could slip off and then leave the silicone tip inside your ear. That could happen, I'm not sure, but you know, it could happen, I suppose. Anyway, I'm using the large ones, where normal other IEMs I'm normally using the medium ones, so bear that in mind. If you're a medium user, you might reach out for the large ones as well. The cable has a weird connector that shields the prongs. I think these are called QDC connectors, and that means the holes that take those prongs are also protruding out of the IEMs. You can still use third-party cables if you want, but this means, you know, they will stick out about 2 millimeters more before looping around your ears. So you have to have that. You have to bear that in mind if you like using third-party connectors. They're called 0.78 2-pin connectors with a built-in limit groove. That's what they're known as. The cable itself is like silver-plated OFC, and it's transparent. It looks like, you know, black and gold twisted cables inside. It's very soft and pliable. Doesn't seem to retain any kind of memory. So this makes, you know, cable management and storage pretty easy, and it also comes with a bunch of tips that will be more than sufficient to create a perfect seal in your ears, in my opinion. The carrying case is also like very sturdy. It's a hard case, and you won't worry about your headphones being crushed or destroyed inside your bag. This is ideal for transporting to your class or to office, I suppose. The sound profile itself, the frequency response on the Simgot EM6L is literally the Harman target curve, which makes this looks like a very safe IEM, I suppose, for that target curve. But I did notice a bit more highs, and maybe, I wouldn't say highs, I guess I could better describe it as a bit airier. The bass also seems a little bit lifted, and it's slightly, you know, it's noticeable if you're listening to like a Metallica, where James Hetfield is chopping down on the open E string, or the muted open E string. I suppose he's muting it with his palm and then he's chopping down. At the same time, it really, you know, really starts to move your bowels, is what I'm trying to say, if you understand what that means. What's even better is that it's able to separate all these different instruments with ease. Now, normally I would personally pick a flatter frequency sound. You know, I like the mix to do the talking, but you know, whether you're doing video editing or you're playing video games, the neutral frequency helps you get rid of that muddiness, especially if you have a lot of things going on in your music, or if you're gaming and there's a lot of things going on at the same time, explosions, footsteps. It's important that your headphones can handle this, and I feel like the EM6L is pretty good in its ability to separate the sounds and delivering an honest representation of the audio. It is rich and refined. The balance is beautiful. The low is slightly boosted, like I said, and there's a clarity and a precise high, like I mentioned. Kind of the airy side. There's no genre of music that I didn't like, and even a day-to-day mundane task, like I mentioned, like YouTube or movies, are very pleasant with the EM6L. Sound effects from movies are delivering the tight and controlled bass. It's never overextending, and it's again very good at separating itself from the other elements. Now the impedance and sensitivity is measured at 32 ohms, which means it works great for all kinds of devices. At 110, 120, the EM6L stands out as one of the best value hybrid IEMs. This is a great daily driver that's taking care of a variety of businesses. It'll cover your entertainment, your productivity, your gaming. I even watched actually 9 episodes of Shogun with the EM6L. It must be noted that this price bracket is very competitive, and there's a bunch of brands that are fighting at this range. And this means it's really good news for us consumers, because more companies are innovating and evolving their products. There's no doubt that the EM6L is a very pretty IEM, but it's obviously more than that. This is a neat package, offering a complete solution, in my opinion. It's prepared to take on everything you can throw at it, and it can do it in like a dignified manner. Just take a look at it. Very sexy looking and very good performance. So what can I say? Thank you, Simgot, for sending this out. I hope you guys got some useful information from this video. And if you're considering getting a nice, good IEM for gaming, audio, video, YouTube, video editing, this is going to be perfect for you. And I will leave a link for you guys to the Simgot website for this IEM, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.